All right, good morning, and welcome to On the Spot 947, where we sit down, have a little chat with some of the biggest and most talented names in the arts, and equally those who have begun their artistic journey in the hopes of changing or influencing the world. Now, for today, we have my good friend. She is a host, a former radio personality, although I think she wants to get back into that. I know at one point she was also a teacher. Are you still a teacher?
Oh my gosh, we always teach people every single day.
All right. She's also a cosplayer, a dutiful daughter. You name it, she's done it.
Not yet a dude.
Hello to Miss Marybeth Nave.
Hey, Kaz.
Good morning,
and
good
good
morning.
And to all your listeners and your fans and your whole super base of people here and abroad. Hi, guys. Good morning.
Thank you. Welcome to Mellow 947. I know you've been here, visiting us before, but not during my time slot. But if I...
In another lifetime.
Yeah, probably. But if I remember the photo that I saw, you were with this other cosplayer.
What? With? Define with.
Or
No.
he brought you over or something to visit,
To
but
visit
not
you.
me.
Okay.
You were here during the day, during Office Radio. This is when DJ Chloe was still here.
Oh, yeah. I remember. Hi, Chloe.
Yeah, so, but at least I'm glad that you're able to come back now.
Thanks
today,
for inviting,
during
though.
my shift. It's always great to see you.
Great to talk to you.
You look so fit, and you look so happy.
I so am.
So what is your secret? I mean, I feel that you've mastered this secret handbook to multitasking, and you've gone one up over us normal citizens who seem to have blinders on and can only do one thing at a time.
What's the secret? Don't do anything right.
Don't do anything right. Oh my goodness.
Don't listen to me with that. No, really, it's kind of just showing people that you actually think you did it, but you didn't.
Okay, pretend like you made it.
But
Something like that.
No. Again, do not quote me on that. It's just, I think, as long as you get into this stuff that you love, like what you're doing now. I mean, I've been checking you out. Wow, since a while ago. And then how you're able to check out boys and girls on those decks, and then checking out the music and seeing which one you're gonna plug and play. I think life's kind of like that. You kind of need to know what you want to get into, and then if you want to get into that, whatever activity, job, even relationships, then you put your heart and soul into it, and it won't feel like a chore.
So in short, know your priority, know what you like,
Love your passion,
and yes, love your passion.
and make time for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But in the time that we've known each other, and you've certainly done so much, and I'm happy.
And you too, congrats. You're here. You're like a DJ of Mellow 94.7.
And, well, thank you. I'm happy for you as well. Now, let's get to the heart of the matter. One thing that you've been busy off late, and I see this on your feed, is the reason why you're here, and this is about the Philippine Dragon Boat team.
Yeah, kudos to you guys.
All right. I know that you're a member of the team, and congrats for always bringing glory to the country.
Oh my
And
gosh,
I know you
it's
just
funny.
recently bagged another medal, or how many medals so
Okay,
far?
well, just to clarify, I'm just one of the many.
Yes.
Because recently we had the 14th International Dragon Boat Federation World Championships, and the Philippines has been a part of it. And we went to Pattaya, Thailand, biggest delegation of the country, about 200 delegates, really, 200 athletes, including officers, about 14, 15, 16 teams combined. And it's really the best of the athletes, heart, time, dedication. Within 3 months, we went to Thailand, competed, and the great news about it is, aside from bagging 4 golds, 2 silvers, and 4 bronze, all categories that we joined, we're always in the top 10.
Okay.
Which means that next year for the World Cup, this country can officially compete in that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Thank
Wait,
you.
when was the last time that we officially competed?
I
Or-
think that was, if I'm not mistaken, 2 years ago or 2014. Do not quote me on that,
Okay,
because
okay.
I just got into. I never even thought I was going to be part of this team,
Mm-hmm.
because there were requirements. Okay, here's the thing about life. People will give you qualifications. You don't pass those standards, you're gonna go, nah, I'm not gonna do it because I'm not, qualified or fit.
Yeah, you're not tall enough, you're not fit enough, you're not pretty enough, or
like
whatever.
my age is not within their age range, and that's exactly what happened. The coaches, one of the world-renowned coaches, gave this whole qualifications and said, for the guys you have to be 5'8", 5'9", or something like that. For the girls you have to be like 5'6", 5'7". I'm like 5'4", right? And then there's this age, and I'm like, okay, no, I'm not gonna do that. And then later on, there was like callbacks and saying we need more women in the team, and then our team captain's like, try out, and I did. and it's survival of the fittest. A crazy, crazy part, really.
Oh my goodness.
3 months, Kaz, of everyday training.
Yikes. Every day?
Every day.
Even on weekends when you feel you just want to like
Especially weekends. We're practically training the whole day.
What?
Yeah.
Where's your weekend? What if someone, you know,
What?
tells you that it's my birthday and I'm treating it to a buffet lunch?
Sorry.
You can't say,
No, you gotta reschedule that and make it a buffet dinner or something. Yeah.
my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, I was wondering, I mean, what attracted you to the sport? Because, you know, for people who might probably feel that this is a hobby, this is actually a sport in itself. And it's not
true.
just a hobby where you get lean arms and a sunburn.
Oh, you get hot abs and hot boyfriends and girlfriends. No, okay. What attracted me to a sport? Basically, you know, when you're at a certain age and you go, I've tried everything. I've tried scuba, I've tried bungee jumping, I've tried, you know, almost everything, sailing. And you have to go back to the question, what do you love to do? And
Okay.
me, it's water. And I said, I'm done with individual sports. I want to get into a team sport.
Okay.
And I googled team sport in the Philippines with water. Scuba diving is not one of them. So then it came up.
Synchronized swimming isn't one of them
No,
either.
because you're just two, you know. And I was like, oh, what's a team sport that brings in water and all that? Then Dragon Boat happened. And then I said, you know, that's it, Dragon Boat. Most, like say, the strongest team in the Philippines. Then boom, a team pops up, tried it out, fell in love. Then boom. I never thought I was gonna be also privileged to be part of representing the Philippines under the Philippine Dragon Boat Federation, being part of that elite team, and then endorsed by my home team Triton, and then really going to Thailand. I never thought that was in my whole life plan.
For people who want to get into this sport, do you feel that you have to be good at something first, or at least you know,
No.
strong arms to be paddling up and down the length
not
of
at
the
all.
river?
If you're 200 pounds, this is the ideal sport for you. Why? Because you know, this is a team sport wherein we have training during weekends,
Okay.
during weekdays, and then you get hooked by just being in the boat and watching the sunrise.
That early.
That early,
Okay.
that early for the weekday.
I mean, I pride myself being a morning person, but sometimes, some mornings, I'd rather be in bed.
Well, you're not required to train every single day. And then going back to your question, do you have to be strong to start in any team of Dragon Boat? No. Just you don't even need to know how to swim because there's like a life vest and teammates who probably might help you out.
So if you
yeah.
sing like Ariel, that won't save your, you know, that won't save you.
No, it could, because then we would be able to find where you're drowning. So that's gonna help.
Yeah.
And then, although that happened to us because we were also training during the height of the typhoons, our boat kind of sank.
Oh no.
Because like waves came in. Good
Yeah.
thing we had life vests, and the Philippine Coast Guard also helped. So, to answer your question, do you have to be lean, mean, and a fighting machine? No, you can be somebody totally not fit, and you just try it out, and if you love it, just continue, and you're gonna get fit and stronger anyway.
Okay. Out of curiosity, I mean, I saw your photo where you were holding the paddle.
that
Is
was
there
a
like
bat.
is there a specific name for the paddle that you use? Because like I mean in New Orleans, here I go, referencing that. When people use a canoe by the river, they don't call it canoe; they call it a pirogue. So it looks like a canoe, but it's not. But is there a name for for that paddle? Or you just simply call it paddle?
It's like my lasso of truth.
Your lasso,
No,
yes,
yeah,
your
it's like
lasso
lasso
of
of truth.
truth.
Dang, if you're not gonna tell me the truth, I'm gonna hit you with this. No, it's still a paddle.
It's just a paddle.
well,
Do you
there-
name your paddle like people name their phones, their computers, or?
I call it Paddle One. I'm kidding.
That's
no,
nice, that's
no,
nice.
no. It's
That will sell. That will sell. Paddle one.
Paddle One. Yeah,
Yes, you're speaking to the inner Star Wars Sith and
Good.
Jedi. So it's like yes, benta for me.
You know what? I never even named my paddle.
Okay,
Oh, wow. No, okay. So
why
there-
not, right?
I should call it. No, I'll think about it.
Yeah, you'll
But
think about it.
to answer your question, well, there are two types of paddle: the carbon, which is a lighter version, and there's so many brands out there.
Mm-hmm.
The goal is to get the lightest paddle, but still you got to figure it out if you want to go for light or heavy, and the wood. So, and it's got different sizes.
Okay.
Depending on your height and whatnot.
But for one who is starting out, Wood is
wood.
okay. Wood is
The
the
wood would help.
Okay, that would.
Yeah.
That would help. Rather,
The
that
wood. Yeah, the wood chuck in it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, Woody Woodpecker,
Yeah.
come help us now.
Yeah, got it. No, but,
Right.
yeah, and the people here are just scratching their heads and they're
Yeah.
like, what are you guys talking
I
about?
know. Let's move along. So I also.
No, there's a reason why wood. Wood because you're gonna get stronger when you paddle.
Okay.
Yeah, the carbon is just there to increase the speed when you're already used to pulling heavy loads by the water.
Ah.
Yeah.
Let's say in a boat, is there like well, I'll
Cute
get to-
guys, yes.
No.
Cute girls, a lot.
Like you know,
Yeah.
you train often, and let's say in one boat, is there a minimum or maximum number of people in order to paddle or reach a quorum of sorts?
Yeah, depending on the category, because we have a small boat, and I think it's about, oh my gosh, the coaches are gonna kill me. About 10 paddlers, and you have a steers and a caller. For the full boat, that's like about 22, I think. Okay, I don't count because I'm just like one of the paddlers on the left side.
Okay.
But don't go over the 22 because there's only number of seats.
Okay, right.
And that's why they call it when you train, you gotta train for your seat. You know, it's not like you've
okay.
been paddling for 5 years already, but if, for example, we have a championship to win, the 5 years will help, but if you don't appear in training, it's like you're giving up your seat. You know,
Yeah.
somebody else can fight for it.
Right. I get it. Yeah, and in short, prove your worth. Why you know you're worthy of inclusion.
Correct.
Yeah. All right.
That's it.
Now, I also read somewhere that there was some sort of, I don't know if contention is the right word for it, between the Philippine Dragon Boat team and the Philippine Canoe Kayak Dragon Boat Federation. I wasn't even aware that they're like, you know, two teams.
Okay, next.
So-
Next topic. No.
I mean, are you at liberty to say something about that? Because just
yeah,
just
at the
for,
end of the day, I'm gonna
just
get
for-
kicked out of the country.
or just for clarification, that
Yeah.
you know that there are actually two teams around.
Well,
and
not
they're-
teams. You'll call it associations. And
Okay,
I
there you
think
go.
The
See, I
privilege,
got corrected.
Yeah, sitting corrected. The privilege of it is that I got to paddle under both associations, and they're both great, by the way. It used to be one association,
Okay.
and of course, their time happens, life happens. Now there are two, and then I got to paddle with PCKDF first, and then I want to thank all the officers there because they also made me host their events. Which is they have a lot of teams under that. So the Philippine Canoe Kayak Dragon Boat Federation, so it's PCKDF now. But then I transferred to Triton, which is under the Philippine Dragon Boat Federation PDBF, and they are the ones who recently sent a delegation to Thailand, like about 200 of them. So if you're asking what's the difference, I think technicalities with regard to certain areas of competition.
Okay.
One association probably can compete in certain areas, another one can compete in other areas. But they have amazing teams under each. So I think the difference is also the loading area. Where are you gonna load? Where are you gonna dock? Where are you gonna paddle?
Okay.
Totally two different areas.
But can obviously
No,
two-
if you're a member of PDBF, you can't go to PCKDF.
yeah. No, but like you said, different loading docks. But
Yeah.
in terms of areas to train, so this is like the territory of
PCKDF.
You're not supposed to be there. The Dragon Boat team will have some other area, so at least you not to create friction.
Friction, yeah,
So there's
yeah.
a little bit of that as well.
Yeah, of course. Because
Logistics.
And aside from that, I mean, teams. With the team, sometimes you have rules wherein, okay, with the team, if you're under this team, you can't paddle in another team.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
it's kind of like
a
that.
given. Yeah, right.
But
right.
different teams, different rules, as they say.
In terms of also this, you know, going back to that question about how many people you need in a boat, is there like in terms of seating, alternating seats like
Left or right?
Yeah, left or right, or women would
back?
be on the left, or guys
Top
on
or
the
bottom?
left, whatever,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, no. So what happens is in a boat.
I'm just really a noob when when it comes
You
to these
know
things.
what?
That's why I have you today to explain these things to me.
Better, aside from explaining, you should join us. Yeah, you see him doing
Next
the
question.
deck. Yeah, whatever. No, it's you should experience it, including all your listeners and viewers. You guys should try it out, especially for PDBF, because you really wouldn't know how it feels until you hold a lasso of truth.
Okay.
And then, you kind of just paddle on the water, see the sunrise, and go, oh my god, he is cute. Or she's so hot. I mean, or, you're just looking at yourself and this is me, wow, I just lost 20 pounds. Think about it, Kaz.
So for fitness, yes, it's something that will make you fit. In
Totally.
short. Not just
And-
upper body strength, because all you do is
Oh, no.
paddle and you're sitting and you're sitting.
No, it's a whole body workout. Because you gotta kick, also. Not the person.
Kick the person in front of
no,
you.
no,
get out
no,
of the seat,
no,
just
no,
like
no,
you
not
know.
like that. Not like that. It's a whole body workout. But going back to your question, left and right. That's when you come to Dragon Boat and you're gonna try out, are you more of a lefty or are you more of a righty?
Mm-hmm.
And then when you kind of figure that out, the coaches, the captains are gonna help you
Or
out
are you
with
more
it.
of a jerk or a pacifist? So
Wow! Okay, all right. Where's that coming from?
I don't know.
So, and then, of course, in every seat, there's the pacers, people in front, then you have the engine, then you have the last kick. So, like with me personally, I started from last kick and made my way all the way to the front. And again, you still really have to train. Doesn't mean that you were already given a pacer position, you're going to be pacer forever. No.
So, well, okay, there, you mentioned some
Yes.
terms. Pacers,
Heartthrob.
or kickers or whatever.
Heartthrob.
What's the difference between those things? I feel that those people do things differently in the boat. No?
We sing together, we eat together, we pray together. That's why we competed together and won.
Well, you curse together if you're not paddling right.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Okay, so going.
No sleeping on the job, idiot.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. I didn't get the memo. No, so what's the difference? Basically, pacers, as the name calls it, you pace the speed.
Okay.
So the whole boat will follow.
So you're always in front. The people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you kind of like do a lot of exhibitions. No, you pace the speed. The engine crew will make sure that the boat still keeps on running and you follow the pacer speed. The last kick, okay. In every heat, you kind of want to, you want to distribute your power because when you start off, the goal is to make the boat move really quickly. Then when you're in the middle of the competition, like let's say example 200 meters, normally that's a sprint. Normally we just do starts all the way, but let's just say for the sake of discussion, in the middle of the competition, you don't want your boat to kind of slow down. You want to keep up with the pace and not be left.
Or maintain it at the very least.
Maintain at the least. And now when you're nearing the finish line, that's when you want your boat not to just maintain the speed but to increase it. So your last kick people will make sure that they're kicking their darn hardest. Not just kicking, but paddling craziest. So
paddling like Satan's behind you. Something like that.
Or probably some hot person in front of you and say, hey, I want to meet up with you right on the finish line type of thing.
That sounds like a good
Sport to
encouragement.
join in. Yeah, so you
That's
should join
encouragement
us.
enough.
Yeah, I know. I'm there. You should be there too.
There you are. Who knows? Who knows? I'm not closing my doors. But do you think there's ample awareness already for the sport, or you feel that there should be a little bit more done by maybe the government or whatever?
Honestly, the Philippines, may it be PCKDF or PDBF, this country has brought so much delegates. Different teams compete in different countries all over the world, and true enough, we would always bring home the gold medal. Golds, in fact, in different categories.
Take note,
So,
gold.
golds, yeah. So what has happened is, in terms of like people knowing about the sport, it's out there.
Okay.
But does everybody know about it? Not yet. So I think constant mention, constant exposure, like this. So
Yes,
thank you.
exactly.
Thanks
That's
to
why
you.
you're here.
Yeah. Yeah. And thanks for checking me out on Facebook. And you're like, hey, this is what you've been doing. Yeah. Stress
Hey, friends
reliever.
check each other out, right?
I am checking you out right now. Totally.
Okay, the mic
Totally.
needs to be turned off now.
Hi.
Just kidding.
No, okay, and we're gonna do a lot of stuff behind the scenes. But no. So everybody's doing their job, and I think the question is up to how much effort in terms of like support. The good thing about it is the teams individually and themselves, like us, we really support each other.
Yeah.
Because when we compete, like last year, our team won 4 golds.
Woohoo.
And then, we
See?
had...
We didn't know that. Now we do, so yeah.
Yeah, and then recently, like other teams under PDBF, they keep on. It's not just my team, but there's so many teams under that, and then that also compose the delegation. So I'm gonna mention because you're gonna go, oh my God, what are you talking about? So I'm gonna just mention just so people know who I'm talking about. So the Army Dragon Warriors were part of us in the Philippine team. Bomba Pilipinas, Bruins, Dragons Republic, One Piece, Onslaught Racing Dragons pads. So there's also a group for those who are physically differently abled.
Okay.
So you don't, like your question, do you have to be fit? Do you have to, have a background in running to do this? No. If you're physically differently abled, you can also join it.
Okay.
They're the ones who actually brought home 4 golds for the country also this year. So Philippine Air Force is part of it. Philippine Navy, the Philippine Coast Guard, Filipinas Wave Warriors, RCPC Dragons, Rogue, Rowers Club of the Philippines, Triton, and so much more who composed of that delegation. And that's why I'm saying to your listeners and viewers, you guys can check out both associations, PCKDF and PDBF. And me, I'm just really mentioning PDBF because I'm under that association right now. Yeah, and there's SEA Games upcoming, so that's gonna be in December.
Oh.
And I think there's a Dragon Boat category, and I don't know, but they did ask me to host that, so hopefully you can join by then.
We shall see about that.
Yeah.
As I mentioned about the support, and in any community, the only way for it really to thrive is to be
Love.
given ample support. Yes, support from love. Same thing
love.
for dragon boating, and probably also for cosplaying, which is something that
We're gonna cosplay the boat. We did that. We so
cosplay
did
the
that.
boat, which is also something that you've been doing in the past. Well, we both do cosplaying in our spare time.
Not spare time. You're cosplaying right now like a human being. That's not normal.
And for those who are not into it, let's say, what do you think makes cosplay such an appealing thing? I mean, it can be a lot of things for different people. It can be a hobby. It can also be a career.
Right.
Probably even a lifestyle wherein one seems to be in character most of the time, if not all. Yeah.
So what makes it appealing?
Yeah. What do you think? Why?
What about you? What makes you cosplay?
Wait, I'm the one asking the question, not you, right? So.
I know too. So I'm just curious. What's your answer? And I'll tell you mine.
Escapism, I guess it's that, and also when you put on a costume and you see kids' faces light up, that they see somebody that they know, somebody that they like, and you feel that you've done your job.
Right.
Yeah.
For me, it's all about the money. They pay me to dress up. No, I'm kidding. No,
Okay.
no, I'm so
Best
kidding.
answer
I
ever.
am so kidding.
Best answer ever.
No, don't quote me on that. And then everyone here in
No,
your
we're
studio.
not quoting you. You just got recorded.
No, oh gosh, I'm just so totally kidding. It's not that. Why? But seriously, why did I cosplay? Because I got asked. How I got into the whole cosplay community is I got asked to host for the very first cosplay event. And then when I got into it, I was like, wow, all the animes, all the movies, everything that I love to watch, I'm seeing in real life.
Okay.
And then this is me, oh, hot chick, ooh, hot guy, oh my gosh, and you get to meet all the stars from different countries, and they come here, and we see each other.
Right. In those events. I mean, you've cosplayed Akash from Queen of the Damned. Yes, a nod to many Anne Rice fans out there.
Oh my
You've
God.
also cosplayed Xena, the Warrior Princess, and also Wonder Woman, just to name a few. So, do you think cosplaying allows?
Stalker, you stalk me too much.
No, we're friends. So
No,
I
you
mean,
stalk me, okay?
you think that cosplaying allows you to access your inner, powerful, feminine self
And allows me to walk around in a bikini. No,
when the situation calls for it. Yeah, I mean, do you feel that it's that you can always tap into that strong feminine part of yourself when you need it, when the situation calls for it, because you cosplay?
Yeah, no, cosplay for me, honestly, is an art. It really is an art. It is to express yourself how you want it. And for me, what I loved about cosplaying is the collaboration. When I got to meet Audit Sarten, she
Yes.
started helping me, cosplay.
Hey, Audit, thank you
Hi, Audit. Yeah.
for my Varys gown. Is it a gown? Sorry, not gown.
You
My
just
Varys
said
costume. It's not a
gown.
gown.
Oh my
Well,
God.
it's flowing, and it's like I'm wearing a big curtain.
I kind of started. Whoa,
Feels like a
I
gown.
kind of just wore an ABS-CBN ball gown or something, but no.
No, from Game of Thrones. You know what Varys wears, but
A
anyway.
gown. Now I do. You wear a gown. Okay, so that's
It's
what
free
you.
flowing like a curtain. Okay, going
See, no,
back.
see, that's the point of cosplay. It's like you can be a guy and you can wear a gown. You can be a girl and you can be a guy. It's there's no right or wrong.
And you can be a jerk, but still be a jerk in costume.
That's true. You can, if you think you're an angel, you can be a demon, and
vice versa.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
or be both.
Right.
And then, I think for me, one of the funniest episodes I ever had in cosplay was like, you're talking to, you're like, oh my god, she's the prettiest girl I meet in cosplay, and then she opens her mouth and like, that's a dude. That's totally a dude. I'm like, wow. And no. Okay, so going back, why cosplay? Because it is an art, it is an expression. You get to collaborate with the best makeup artists, with the best, even those who are just starting up, and then they want to collaborate with you. Oh wow! And then you see different styles, different techniques, and then for me, the privilege was hosting it, and you see everybody on that main stage.
Right, and everyone's A game is they always bring their A game.
Up, yeah, and you're like, who's the winner this year? Who's the winner next year? Who's the winner? And you're like, oh wow, I can just mention, Guy Singson, one of the dinosaurs in the industry.
Guy Singson always wins. So
Yeah, I know, he's the most ancient one in the cosplay community, and of course, like
He should cosplay the ancient one.
You're evil. Guy, we're talking about
Sorry.
you, not behind your back, but on air. And then you've got Pablo and Tanya from cosplay.ph.
Yeah, that's right.
And then you've got Asia Pop Comic Con. I mean, so many brilliant minds. And then you don't even have to be like you don't have to have a master's or a PhD to be good at it. You can be a grade schooler and look cute and amazing on stage.
Just
and
be
also,
in character.
Exactly.
Yeah, all right. Speaking of difficult, also, I'm just trying to bridge the two topics that we talked about. What was the most difficult thing that you've encountered both in Dragon Boat and in cosplay?
What? Really? Seriously? What's this? What is the most difficult?
No, I mean, I guess challenges that you didn't think that you'd come into, but
Stalkers, maybe. Cosplay? No, okay. Like,
there's stalkers everywhere, whether you're a cosplayer or not.
yeah, even
that's
my
for sure.
friend's stalking me online. Thanks, Kaz. Now I know it's you. Flattering. Gosh, wow. You put me on the spot. No wonder your introduction's like on the spot.
I just try.
Oh gosh, wait. There are two different areas. Okay, so for cosplay, what would be the
challenging,
challenge?
maybe not difficult. Okay, let's put it.
Oh, okay.
A
No,
little
I
bit more
remember
mild.
this. I remember this. And Pablo knows this. There was a time I was I was in New York, and then I was bringing my mom home.
Okay.
And then because she had to have medical treatments in the Philippines, and then I said, because it was cosplay.ph's event, and I said, are you sure, MB, you can actually make it? You can host? I said, yes, I can host. And then I remember I came back from New York. I landed. I went, like, I put my mom, she fell asleep. She was, super tired, 24-hour, no, I think I was like, 24-hour flight. And then, instead of sleeping, I didn't have a day's rest. I had 2 days awake. Then I went straight to hair and makeup. I went straight to costume change. And I went straight to MOA. And then, like, at 10 or 11 a.m., they're like, MB, are you okay? Are you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good to host. I go on stage as if nothing happened. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to biggest cosplay, blah, blah, blah. Right after that, go downstage, go to the bathroom, throw up.
Oh boy.
I was like throwing up the whole morning. And no, I wasn't throwing up the whole morning. I was throwing up the whole day. So it's like, go on stage, you have your A game. You're not, you're just making sure that the program's running. Then you get down, you go to the bathroom, and you throw up again.
Yeah. Yay.
And then, of course, nobody knew what was happening. Because, of course, you're
and
a
that's
pro.
how professional you are.
Yes, thank you. So I think that was the most challenging thing I had encountered in cosplay.
Yeah.
And then for Dragon Boat, oh my gosh, what would be the most challenging part? Color change, I guess. No, okay. I'll make it light. Two things. Number one, I think it's like maintaining a color, because when you're in events hosting, you have to have one color. It should be light or whatnot, but like my arms are dark brown, my leg is white, my legs are white, my back is I don't know what color. I'm practically 4 colors in one. So that's the light part. No, but
Benetton much?
yeah, okay. And you better try out Dragon Boat still.
If I want to change color and not be a chameleon.
Yeah. No, so the challenging part about Dragon Boat, oh my gosh, what is it? I'm trying to think. Maybe the balance of time.
Yeah.
Because like what happened to us for the recent 14th IDBF World Championships, you have priorities of work, family, and then the sport. Because with other, look at the how we performed as a country. all the other countries, they're all national teams, by the way. They've had a year advanced training compared to us. We were just there for 3 months.
And yet you were still able to,
Bag gold, silver, and bronze.
So that says something about your training as well.
And the country itself.
Yeah.
Like, we're very strong at it. So, and we have amazing coaches. So, hello to Coach Akeem and Coach Eileen. What's this? The challenge there was having enough energy, time, money, and effort to really, when you say I'm into the sport and I've committed to a competition and a world championship, you really put in the effort, time, and money also. That was the challenge. May it be raining or shining, we were jogging like 3 rounds. I think that was about 3 to 4 kilometers in the morning. Then you'd have like at 5 a.m. you have somebody in your back you're carrying towards like 50 meters. You do about 10-20 burpees, carry again somebody in your back.
God, I hate burpees.
Really? What kind of burpees?
They're like more than one.
Yeah, like when you eat food and you start
Well,
burping.
that's a different kind of burpee.
So, you've tried to do burpees. You.
Yes, at gym.
Can I see your demo? Right?
Maybe later.
Okay, so imagine that at like 4:35 a.m. in the morning, you're jogging, you have exercises, then you have boat training. And the boat training, let me just give you an idea, is from Manila Ocean Park, you paddle non-stop all the way to Okada, then you go back. That was our initial thing, and we're like, my God, is this taking an hour? Then after 3 months, you're like, this is so chill. This is so, you can actually do it already.
Yeah, you can like zen out or whatever, or zone out, whatever it is. That
Coach, like our coach Hakeem said before, they would try to achieve 40 kilometers of paddling every day. We weren't able to do that. But still, we had like, I think at most 12 kilometers, 13 kilometers, but that's still a lot, non-stop paddling.
That's still a feat in itself.
That's non-stop paddling. Right. And then the beauty about it is we had 2 categories. Premier, meaning up to, I think, a certain age, and you also had senior categories. Our senior athletes, my gosh, they were the ones who also brought in, what do you call it, prestige. They had silver, they had bronze. And like, you should watch the video when they placed.
I will.
First
later.
In the heats. Oh my gosh, that was breathtaking. See, that is why you would want to try out Dragon Boat, because it's not just for the young.
So for those people who want to join or audition, if that's the term for that.
You don't audition for that. You just go there, show up, and paddle.
What?
Yeah, it's not a radio station.
I mean, it's not, there's like no open call. It's like, this coming Sunday we'll be taking in new members. Those interested, please show up at the docks.
There is. Then there's gonna be a program for newbies. But like, let's say you're just one. I'm gonna go, Kaz, come on, join. And then we're still gonna entertain you.
It's as easy as that.
It's as easy as that.
Okay. Any upcoming Dragon Boat competitions that we need to be aware of?
Yes, this Sunday, September 22. So the Philippine Dragon Boat Federation will have its 3rd leg regatta. It's gonna be near, like across the Carino Grandstand, that area of the water. And then, again, we're gonna be competing, and please go, because I'll be hosting. I'm not sure if it's gonna be with McCoy Celestino or another athlete. So that's still in the works.
Best of luck for that one. This Sunday, right?
This Sunday. So if you guys are available and you want to watch, and because you know, it's different if you're talking about it versus if you watch it.
Is there a website that they can, check out online? For that?
Philippine Dragon Boat Federation, that's the one. And if you want to check out PCKDF, you can too.
Obviously, these two will have Facebook pages as well.
Yeah, and then different teams. And I'm gonna also promote my team. So Triton, check us out.
There
or you can follow Kaz and stalk him instead of him stalking me.
Well, for those who want to follow you and get to know more about you on social media. No.
Yeah, you could follow me and Casey Kopenko.
Oh God.
That's Kaz for short on Facebook, social, Twitter, and Instagram. Yep.
All right, you just gave my wizard name out.
Oops. What are you on Mellow anyway? Aren't you Kaz?
Yeah, but just that.
Oh, I'm sorry. His name's Casey Kopenko, by the way.
Fudge.
You're welcome.
Oh boy.
You're welcome.
Oh boy, that's what you get when we don't see each other for quite some time.
Yeah, you get a bonus. It's like what do you call that? Tesseract. It's a Tesseract fun fact.
It's a Tesseract.
Yeah, it's a Tesseract fun fact. I just got it out there.
There you go. Oh boy, but thank you so much, Miss Marybeth Nave, for being here. You're always welcome to come back and make beat of the medals that you bring home each and every time that you guys, go to compete, whether this be in Asia or somewhere else in the world. So again,
next year's Europe.
Next year's Europe.
Are you joining? I like that. You should join.
We shall see. We shall see about that. All right. So this has been Cash for On the Spot 947. Till the next edition. We'll be on the lookout for the next person to put on the spot. That's for sure. And definitely, it's not going to be me. But thank you for joining us today. Keep it right here. All hits Mellow 94.7. Sounds good. Bye.